The majority of the 90 Day Fiance fandom rejoiced when Geoffrey Paschel was convicted. Those of us who followed the story closely were familiar with his history and watched the trial had wanted to see justice done. Not everyone is happy with this happy ending, however. Geoffrey's on-screen love interest, Varya Malina, is still supporting him and hopes to hoodwink others into doing the same. Geoffrey was convicted by a jury of his peers on all 3 charges that he faced. He was convicted for a domestic assault, for kidnapping, and for interfering with a 911 call. The charges stemmed from a brutal incident in June of 2019 when he violently attacked his then fiancée, Kristen Wilson. For reasons of their own, production and TLC did not opt to explain to viewers why Geoffrey was not part of his season's tell-all. This meant that many viewers who did not follow news of the show, here at THG or elsewhere, had no idea what charges Geoffrey was facing. Meanwhile, those of us who followed the story of his arrest and his history of very similar accusations from ex-wives and ex-girlfriends saw a clearer picture. Knowing Geoffrey for who and what he is, many 90 Day Fiancé fans have worried for Varya. On the one hand, it's absolutely true that most serial abusers will delay abusing a new partner, often with the goal of discrediting an ex. Contrary to what so many domestic abusers claim, they are not losing control, they choose when to lose control. Even so, Varya played coy with fans, even at a time when she must have been aware of the serious charges against Geoffrey. She would post vague Instagram updates, seemingly refusing to confirm whether she was still with him or not. Then, after the verdict was announced, Varya deleted her Instagram. Varya has now returned to Instagram and made a statement. Unfortunately, it is not good news. Instead, she is showing support for Geoffrey and trying to get fans to donate, presumably to help with his appeal. For the past 2.5 years, we have had so many ups and downs, Varya began. In our relationship, there were times of love and disappointment, she wrote. Varya continued, cowardice and heroism, betrayal and forgiveness. But there wasn't ever a place for indifference, Varya recalled. Right now, I ask all people who are also concerned about Geoffrey to unite and help the justice to be served, she asked. Just to clarify, justice was served with his conviction, and his sentencing is scheduled for early December. His son Dakota, on behalf of the whole family, started fundraising, Varya acknowledged. By this, we all are giving Geoffrey an opportunity to clear his name, she wrote. Gross. And, Varya continued, we are giving the children who have already been traumatized by social media cruelty a chance to have their dad by their side when they need him. Yeah, social media cruelty is likely not why Geoffrey's kids are traumatized. I too am thankful to each of you who have reached out to me and asked how you can help, Varya expressed. She concluded her post by writing, this is how you can do it. While we can understand that Geoffrey is likely an adept manipulator, Varya is a grown woman and this is disappointing. We can feel sorry for Geoffrey's children for many reasons and approach their misplaced sympathies with nuance. However, if anyone is donating money, surely it should be to the actual victim of this vicious assault and not to the perpetrator. Unfortunately, Varya was not even the only Russian-speaking woman for 90 Day Fiancé to support Geoffrey and then delete her Instagram. She is not the only one to return to Instagram and inexplicably continue to support Geoffrey. We are referring, of course, to Natalie Mortavtseva. Love you guys, Natalie wrote as a comment below Varya's post. That is, a distressing comment, especially to many of Natalie's fans. Some of those fans are now former fans. There are some lines that should never be crossed. It seems that Natalie struck up a friendship with Varya and will support her blindly through whatever she does. That is just unpleasant to see, especially since so many of Natalie's, some former, fans felt that she dodged a bullet with Mike. Supporting your friend does not mean encouraging dangerous choices or including her abusive partner in your love. It just doesn't.